back, everybody, to another episode of Building with Thunder. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. In the last episode, we ended up building the front entrance of our city right here. But for today, we're moving on, okay? We're moving forward, and we first need to start off by making a notice board. The reason why we need a notice board is because we're going to have a two-phase plan for this area right here. We've made a to-do list. All right, we've made a notice board. So this is going to be in kind of like two phases. So today we're going to be doing phase one. And then in the next episode, we're going to be doing phase two, which is going to be it's you guys should like just stick around, okay? Because I have like something like really cool that I kind of want to build over on this side, and you guys are gonna get like a sneak peek of how it's gonna look like. But yeah, so we need to start off by terraforming, building a dock, building a support rock, building a fish house. We need a fish house over there right by the docks, and then add a cove, add some boats, give it a polish, and then send it. So terraforming. Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Now you can see here that we kind of have like a basic shape of what we want it to kind of look like. Yeah, that's messed up. That's not how it's gonna look like. And also, I have a different pattern of how the actual cliffs over on this side, kind of like the bigger cliffs, are gonna look like. And I might honestly bring it in here and incorporate that same look because I think it's gonna look good. I was playing around a bit in creative, kind of making some rocks and stuff like that, kind of. And I came up with a pretty cool design using diorite. So that's how the new cliffs over on this side are gonna look. But let's decide on the shape here, okay? Now, I don't think that I want it to be this way. Like, it's too linear, you know what I mean? It's just like a straight line and a straight line, and I kind of want to have some dimensions, right? Because I wanted to make it look as natural as I possibly can. So I think the first thing that we got to do, okay, is we're gonna smooth this out over on this side. So it's gonna be like thicker at the beginning, and then in the middle it's gonna get thinner, and then we're also gonna come back thicker over on this side. That way, at least we know where we're gonna be placing our shapes. Now we want to get a general idea of how big the dock is going to be. So I'm thinking we're gonna do like a perimeter. Um, Before we actually start placing the blocks that we want. That way we at least know where everything is going to go. But for now it's kind of like a blank canvas. So yeah, let me start placing some blocks here. Because we really need to get this figured out. Because man, I have like a really clear vision of how I want this place to look like. I want it to be like bustling with like tunnels and stuff like that, like over on the side of the cliff where we can hide automatic farms and stuff like that. So I do have an idea for it. It's just a matter of kind of just putting it together, I think. So let me keep working here, and yeah, let's see how what kind of progress we can make here. Okay, so we have something. Okay, I don't know what it is, but it's something. All right, it's outlined to something. Okay, it's a dock. The beginning stages of a dock. We have a path here, that's going up this way, and then we have another path here that's going up this way. And I think the way that I'm doing this right now, I think it's gonna work out just fine. It's gonna work out just fine. I think it's gonna work out perfectly actually because we're gonna have a lot of verticality, and many different ways of going up and going down. Okay, yes, something like this. Something like this, most definitely. I'm really liking these arches, and actually they're exactly like symmetrical to each other, which I really like. Um, I'm liking how this place is turning out. Okay, I'm trying to figure out like what to do next. Like I know what to do next. Like obviously I have to have. Oh my gosh, I have to have like all of this mountain built, and that's kind of actually like pretty like challenging, dude. I've never done this before. Yeah, so to do that though, okay, to build this side up, we're gonna need materials. But while I go gather up these materials, I want to show you what I have in store for phase 2. This is why we're here. Okay, everybody, check this out. So, I know it looks like a lot, okay, but in comparison to how we're gonna adjust this and actually make this work, I don't think it's gonna be too bad. With the terrain that we have, we are obviously gonna have to do some terraforming to make this work. But what we essentially have here, ladies and gentlemen, is something grand, okay? Something beautiful, something outstanding, which from like a perspective as you're walking by, right, is gonna look just amazing. I think when we're all said and done though, I think like the vision that I have for this specific area is gonna look really good and really amazing, and it's gonna tell a story, something that intrigues players, you know, to come around and check it out. And whatever that story is, well, I guess we're gonna have to see and find out. Okay, check this out. So it's the next day, and I've been working at this for a little bit, and I'm honestly pretty happy with how it turned out. I don't think we're gonna do too many changes, to be honest with you. I really like the way that it turned out. I like how, you know, we have these kind of gates over here. And they just look so good. They look so good, and the overall shape too. I think it makes sense having it, you know, thicker at the end, and then kind of thinner at the middle right there. I think it looks great. Yes, okay, yes, I have been procrastinating. All right, my skin is been corrupted. We did also check this out. Look at that. Yeah, everybody. So I downloaded a few mods for the new version, and yeah, we definitely needed shaders, okay? And I also upgraded my like cinematic recording studio mod thingy majiggy to flashback. So we're all updated. So hopefully the cinematics are going to be a lot more interesting now and a lot better, because you can do some pretty cool things with the flashback mod. Okay, so I want to work with this area. I have been procrastinating. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't even gathered. I didn't even start like gathering none of the blocks that I'll need to complete this project. So, because I'm procrastinating, I think we are gonna build something right here, and we are going to build a fisherman's hut. And for some reason, like all of my achievements have been like reset for some reason. I'm not sure why. I am running it off T launcher. I think that's the way that like most people are doing it. If not, like that's the way that I did it. I pretty much just applied all of the mods through T launcher, signed up, made an account with them. That's how I'm pretty much able to like load up all of my mods that I need. Hello, bat. Okay, so you see how you can see all of the leaves, right? Perfectly clear. Right? And then when I go to Quake Pro, they're gone. What is that? That is so weird. Like, it does not look good. And like, it bothers me so much. I don't know if it's just me, or like if other players have been experiencing this in the new update. And because most people, right? I don't know, I think most people, do people play with normal? Like, this is normal right here, right? And this, to me, feels weird. Like, it feels way too close. Like the camera view is way too close. I don't like it. It feels awkward. Like everything is just in, you know what I mean? Like, I want to have some peripheral vision from my side. So I typically play with Quake Pro, but now there's no leaves. So this is just so weird. Let me see here. Let's go to like 100. See, it's better with like 100. It's better with 100, but for some reason with Quake Pro, yeah, it messes up with the leaves. I think we are gonna start making this building plan. I do have some blocks with me here, and we'll see how this goes, everybody. I don't know. I have like a faint idea of like how I want it to look like. I just don't know if it's gonna look right, especially sitting on the dock. Like, it's a house made out of like not terracotta, diorite and other blocks, and you know what I mean. Like, our saving grace to making this look good is just to honestly use wood. I'm gonna see how this goes, and we'll figure out if it looks good or not. Okay, so we pretty much have the building up, but we have a few issues. All right, and those issues are, okay, how the heck, how do we make this, look good? Because I have, so it's pretty much like a facade, okay? It's pretty much like a facade. It's not like a full building, all right? But I'm wondering if I can either incorporate like kind of like a path, you know what I mean, that goes up, or if that's gonna like look weird or not. I'm not sure. Either that, or probably just kind of start working on this backside of the cliff, and then see what we can do with the top. I know we're definitely gonna have to have like a little bit of trimming. And then over here, I kind of want to have like some, what do you call it? Like some shelves full of like pots, flowers, and whatnot. I don't know. Just, it's gonna be very busy, and it's gonna be a very messy area. All over through the docks, we're gonna have barrels, coal, whatever you could think of when they come to a dock. Obviously, fish, right? So yeah, we gotta make it work. I also want to have like uh, like a system right here, kind of like a cart that goes up and down with like some ropes. Now, it's not gonna be functional, right? But like aesthetic wise, I think it's gonna look really good. And then in the back here, I'm not sure what to do with the back, but I know we're definitely gonna have to like move this building. Not move it, but I mean like we're definitely gonna have to like build up this like side of the mountain here pretty soon, because I think if we do that, we're gonna be able to actually like see what we can work with for the roof of the building. Um, so it's time, all right? It's finally time. The time has come. I've dreaded it. I didn't want to do it, but yeah, we have to go gather up some materials. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll figure out what the heck we're gonna do with this house. I'm wondering how long I could last without Elytra. Like, we've been playing this game. I mean, we've been in this world for like a few months now, and I'm wondering, because that's the thing, right? Like, everybody goes ahead and gets the Elytra as fast as they possibly can. But we've been playing in this world for like a few months without an Elytra. And honestly, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying it. It's a little bit slower. Yes, it's slower. Okay, you get to places slower, uh, especially when collecting materials. But I want to see how long can I last without actually using an Elytra. I don't know. Will I last? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. For now, we're gonna mine. cute. I'm not gonna lie. I like the yellow ones. The yellow ones are probably my favorite. And the blue ones. The blue ones are really cute as well. I love it. This is great. I can't believe they did this. And they actually look pretty good. They look pretty good. They did a good job. I'm not gonna lie. The little chicklets, they look like a bunch of little golden nuggets. I'm not gonna lie. Just a little bunch of golden nuggets running around. All right, check it out, everybody. Huh? Yeah? Doesn't this look sick? I think it looks so good. Like, especially this shot right here. Let's talk about the house first. Okay, so you may notice that there's a lot of details everywhere, splurged all around the dock. It's very busy over here. For example, here, if we go around this corner, right, we have a bunch of fish, kind of like a knife, and you're gutting the fish, right, and then sending it up through the chain and going right around inside the building. But just like I was saying, our saving grace was implementing that wood into this diorite because that made it look more, I don't know, like run down, right? And then we have these algae, vines kind of growing on the building since it's always right by the water. And then we have all these like pulley systems, that were used to pretty much move goods up to the second floor. And then we have that big crane over there, which we're going to talk about in a second. And then moving on to this area over here. Yeah, this area, you'll notice that it's a lot, all right? Like there's a lot of detail everywhere. We do have kind of these are books, right? But I retextured them to scrolls because I think it makes more sense. And it kind of looks like a post-it note, right? And then you have kind of like this just, boat right on top of that with some pots. You have a fishing pole, obviously. Some fishes, right? Just kind of splurged all around here. Some fish barrels. If you can't tell, it's just copper, but it kind of looks like fish. You just have to use your imagination there. And then this kind of right here, right in the open. I'm pretty happy with how this pulley system turned out. I think that I just needed to kind of smooth that part out just a little bit more. But other than that, I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. You can see that I tried making it all connect with the chain kind of running up and then into the actual mechanism and then running down into these kind of like stabilizer stones that would kind of like stabilize the pulley system itself. Okay, I think the last step and what we really need to do to kind of just finish it and complete it and actually send it is to pretty much just start adding bushes everywhere. I think this is just here's the thing. Adding bushes to any build would make it look good. All right. And I want to add some right along the cliffs right here. And then also I want to add some right here as well. I think that's going to look really good. Kind of in the water where the boats kind of aren't, really roaming around. So without further ado, yeah, let's go ahead and finally finish this build. This took a while, man. This took a while to get here, but we're finally completing it. So I'm really excited to see how it's going to look like with the leaves added into the environment. And I think I'm really happy with the progress with this area, okay? So I think we're going to end it here, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched till the end, thank you. And a special thank you. And yeah, I think with what we got going on for our future plans over there for phase 2 is just going to even exceed, right, the beautifulness of this place. because it is already so beautiful. So until next time, you take care, enjoy your day, eat good food, and I'll see you in the next one.